Hi, guys. An even bigger head scratcher here. This guy was handcuffed when he made his mad dash through the airport on a busy morning.
28-year-old Sedrick Stevenson, a convicted felon, is now a fugitive on the run. He gave two agents with Prisoner Transport Services, a subcontractor out of Tennessee, the slip right at the United ticket counter Sunday morning at SeaTac. Authorities say the agents were working to get a wheelchair when he bolted.
How could something like this happen?
And in this case, it was a contractor who was contracted with the jurisdiction where the warrant was coming from in Kentucky.
Did the Port of Seattle police know this inmate was in their airport, and if not, why?
No, and that's not unusual either. They are not required to contact us if they're making that transfer. Some do, some don't.
In fact, they had no idea until the agents responsible for extraditing him back to Kentucky to face 2 felony warrants called 911 to say they lost him. There's still a lot we don't know. We do know for sure that it started here at the United ticket counter, and we also know this. The suspect got away because he didn't have very far to go. And what I mean by he didn't have to go far, 950 feet. Just jumped on the escalator. That's just a block and a half. And in just a matter of minutes, the suspect arrived here at the light rail station, jumped on a train, AKA his getaway car.
It's a little discouraging, scary, I guess you could say, by using contractors. Do they really own it?
Kentucky's Warren County Sheriff is investigating. He told me he wants a report and review to make sure all protocols were followed, but added they've contracted with Prisoner Transport Services for 7 years with no issues. The sheriff said Stevenson is a convicted felon with a long criminal record, and he fought extradition to face various charges, including third-degree assault of a police officer and illegal possession of a firearm, among others.
As far as security goes, I mean, you have a contractor that should be responsible for not letting this guy go.
SeaTac told me it is not unusual to transport inmates on commercial flights, but what is unusual is when they evade law enforcement. I also reached out to the contractor for comment, still waiting to hear back. And I should tell you, Stevenson last seen getting off light rail in Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood. If you see him, don't approach him. Call 911. I'm Michelle Esteban. Back to you.
Michelle, we know he was handcuffed. Given the situation, is there a reason he did not have ankle shackles?
Well, certainly if he had the ankle shackles, it may have. I think it's pretty conceivable. It may have made it more difficult for him to get away, but he was not wearing ankle shackles. And the reason for that, I'm told from SeaTac, is for his own safety. So in other words, once he's navigating through the airport, once he's on an airplane, he's like you and I. If there's an emergency, he needs to be able to move and be safe. That's the very latest.